I think we're going live.
Oh, is it time? Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
morning, Charlie, or afternoon, evening,
Charlie,
dinner time.
how's
So,
everybody?
Mike, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you and Rusty?
What's that?
How about you and Rusty? Y'all camera shy, I see.
Yeah, well, I had it set up over here, and then I reckon I could move it over here.
Yeah, you're trying to deal with the inside because it's so hot.
Oh. Yeah, so I set it up in here, and I thought, well, I'll just set up the let's see which way. See a good camera angle, and I just kind of left it over there. But I'm staying back over here, over this way. There we are.
Yeah.
So we had a couple changes happen. I know I haven't told Rusty yet to the keto show.
Yep.
You want to share the news?
Sure. Y'all probably saw that Tom and the dude aren't on the the thumbnail anymore. Well, the two of them have a whole lot of things going in their personal life right now. A whole lot. We're talking some of it health issues. And they felt like they didn't have enough time to devote to the show, and they didn't feel like it was doing anybody service, which we try to tell them we're good with it and all, but they did not feel right about it. And so they asked if they could step away from being on the title of it and all, and but that they would pop in when they could and be a part of it. And I said, well, we'd rather you stay and come when you can, but if that's the way you like it, that's good with us. We could, and Lee agreed. And so, hey, everybody got stuff, and I understand. Lord, if anybody does, I understand, because I got a ton going on myself. Hence, that's why the only time you see me these days is on the live, because I figured I can do the live because I got to cook anyway. So what the heck,
Yep.
So
I understand their position and respect their decision.
I do too.
Jaden,
I got no hard feelings. I have no reason to have hard feelings because it's not anything but just circumstances.
Yep. It happens. Howdy, Jaden, 428. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Charlie, no good camera angles for the two of you.
He'd notice he did not include me. I bet he will now, though.
Yeah. What you talking about, Willis?
Typical behavior of the man. Someone has issues and you fire them and blame them. I will not. They were not fired. They were not fired. They have gone into an emeritus status. What does emeritus mean? It's like being retired with benefits.
Yeah, the dude's still waiting on his first paycheck.
Yeah,
and he was like he was a guy writing the checks.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting on my first check.
That's right. He was the producer.
Yeah, that's producer. That's the word I was looking for. So anyway, with that in mind, with that at hand, anybody who prays,
NBL,
pray fast because they're busy. NBL, what's going on, buddy? Because we all got a lot of stuff going on, and we make time to.
Oh yeah. And Tom, dude himself, I don't think he's got any health issues, but his wife, everybody knows the issues with his wife. She's been having a lot. He's been going back and forth, and he's got to Salt Lake City, and he's got his grandkids, and that consumes a ton of time when he's off from work. And so that's where he's coming from. And Tom, he's had his knee issues. He's gone back to maybe his first love of all time on things to do in the spare time, and that's drumming. He's able to go back to doing that, and he's putting out videos, but he says I just can't devote an hour, and I get it. I get it. He's got a lot, and he's got health issues other than the thing he's talked about it. His blood sugar goes high. He talked about it on last week's, and he's had a really, really hard time getting that, taken care of. And Rusty, if you send me some kind of picture, I'll get you on the thumbnail with us.
No problem. I think they were just being nice. They're actually stepping back so they can pursue their career in the president's protection detail. Oh, politics.
I hear that.
Politics.
Companies in that position.
Hey, we just got demonetized. Oh, wait. I don't make anything on this anyway. But our guy, the Truffle King, just Jason Keto, hopped in.
Yes, indeed. He is.
Howdy. That 13, what's up? Had friends with benefits, never retired with benefits. Charlie, I think that's a late night Cinemax movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
it's a Lifetime original movie.
Yeah. It was on the XXX Lifetime movie. Anyway, we won't talk about that. So anyway, I did see Mr. Jason put out a pastrami chaffle.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yes.
I got to see that.
And I just kind of said, you know what? We talked about that last week about him doing your pastrami or your rye bread chaffle.
Yeah. I love that. I'm telling you, that tastes so dang good. It isn't even funny.
Yeah, rye bread's just one of those breads that I can't stand.
You don't like caraways, right? You don't like
caraway. It's the caraway.
Imagine that.
He says, "Carry me away. I ain't eating this."
All right. So, Mike, why don't you show us your ingredients, and then we'll get fired up.
Well, somebody threw it out to do chicken fried steak or country fried, whichever way you want to look at it. I know there's a difference. With some kind of pork rinds in it. So I've got cube steak to do, and I've got pork panko to put it in, and I'm gonna mix some Parmesan cheese. And don't get on me because it's in the bottle.
Yeah, that's sawdust.
It tastes like cheese enough for me. It's on the back, no carbs.
Hey, that works good for me.
So,
I use it a lot.
No, but we do too.
And here's what I got to go with it. Well, first off, I'm gonna do a mashed potato of using. I've got marzipan. I got me a green tomato. Well, mostly green, has a little bit of red on it. And I'm going to do a keto version of a fried green tomato, but it'll be in the waffle iron.
That sounds good. Jason said he made your rye chaffle last week's vid, and that he tagged you in it.
Oh, good. Haven't been able to look at anything. I appreciate it. How'd you like it, Jason?
Don't know.
Crickets.
He's coming. He's typing. I'm sure. All right. Well, let me move this over here, and then I'll show you. Don't worry, Charlie. You'll see Rusty soon enough.
There you go.
Y'all don't need to see my armpit or nothing. Dang it, Rusty!
I ain't done nothing.
He did it again.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? All right, so chicken fried steak with a gravy, right?
Right.
So, of course, for the gravy.
I got that too.
With black pepper. Because I misspoke last week when we were talking about it. The difference between, I think one of the guys said it. The difference between country fried and chicken fried is the color of the gravy. The chicken fried has the white gravy, the white sawmill gravy, and the country fried has the brown gravy. I did some Google searching, and I'm a big enough guy to admit that I'm wrong 98% of the time. So, so I wanted to throw that out there that
Thank you, Jason.
the difference is the color of gravy.
Well, mine's going to most likely be the same color as yours.
Yeah.
I'm using the heavy cream too, and
So I got some cube steak, which I don't know. I had it in my freezer. Mike must have went shopping in my freezer too.
I
But
actually got this at Aldi.
and I got some eggs for the. I got some farm fresh eggs for the breading. And instead of panko breadcrumbs, which is what I was going to use, well, not panko, I was going to use the pork grinds. But I wanted to try these because I found these. These are wild protein chips.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken breast, egg whites, and bone broth are the main ingredients.
And they are delicious.
With a sunflower oil and Himalayan pink salt. And then some other stuff like natural flavors, citric acid, sodium, I can't even pronounce that one, and tapioca. So it does have some other stuff in it. Is it completely clean? No. Is it healthy? I don't know. Carnivore? I don't know. But it's chicken made with chicken breast and egg whites and bone broth. There's the ingredients.
Well, I mean, the chicken skin, that's the pork rinds of the chicken.
And it is only 8 total carbohydrates for 20 chips.
And you won't use that much in that.
So I've got the food processor over here. I'm going to whip them up and make some chips or crumbs.
There you go.
Over here, I can bullet that real quick.
Yep. So.
Oh, going to use that? I'm not going to use your bullet thing?
No, I was just going to use this.
Okay.
But get it closer to the camera so that way it blows somebody's ears out. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think of that?
There you go. Justin said that at Keto Simples, he says that Costco has spicy. They sell the big bags of them. He loves them, and they have the spicy queso there at Costco, and Sam has the barbecue.
Now they had. I didn't see the barbecue. I saw buffalo, and the buffalo ones are really good. Keto Simple, how you doing? I watched his video on chicken fried steak just to see if I was thinking about the same. So the cast iron for today's choice is going to be for the gravy, my Smoke and Bear's little log skillet. And the BSR flat griddle. I'm not deep frying.
Well, I'm not either.
So,
I'm putting avocado oil in a pan.
are we ready to fire up our engines?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, got to get me a couple of eggs.
Get this going here. All right, Rusty. I'm going to have you pulsate some of it. That didn't come out right.
Yeah, I get the pulsate tonight, fellas.
I'm going to have you pulse some of these chips. We'll get the fire going on this. These two right here. Go ahead and get my. I got parsley for the garnish. Go ahead and get this.
This is gonna be loud on these. All right, guys, I'm fixing to use the food processor. If the mic is too loud, I'm sorry. It'll be over in a second. All right.
Are you done making enough noise?
I'm done.
That for a couple more times.
I thought I was done. Lee said I wasn't done.
Okay, that was good. But you're not even looking. I know. Okay. Now we whisk up some eggs. So, Mike, I told you about this challenge that we're doing, right? With the F3 guys,
Yeah.
the guys that I walk with in the mornings.
Uh-huh.
Well, one of them decided, hey, kind of do a check-in because everybody's kind of at their own accountability.
Right.
So he's like, hey, let's just check in, see where everybody's at. And so, like last Monday was when we started. Some others have joined in since then, whatever. But I was like, I'm pretty much low carb anyway, or I try to be. I average about 20 to 50.
Right.
Well, I've noticed that this week I've really been kind of conscious of what I'm doing.
Right.
And since like Tuesday, I've been 20 or less.
Wow.
And I've been like not trying. I don't know what the right term is, but not trying to, but I've been fasting almost 16 hours.
That's a 16-8 fast is good.
And I was like, I haven't been trying to do that. It's just what kind of happened. So
Yeah.
I know when I was watching Keto Simple's video, he was talking about he was fasting and stuff, and I was like, huh. And then it kind of dawned on me that, well, dude, since you've been doing this, you're eating like around anywhere from 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you don't eat. Then maybe a snack around 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't eat again until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Right.
I was like, huh, interesting. So they're all getting ready to go to trivia.
Oh, I love trivia.
Yeah, they're going to the office. This place has the office trivia.
Oh, always on the same subject?
Well, not all of them. This one tonight's about the show The Office.
Uh-huh.
I forget what last week's was. I got some pork rinds I want to add to this because these chips are expensive. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to add some pork rinds to my mix. That way I stay within the challenge.
Well, I mean, you're using chicken skin. That's the same as pork, right? Just for the chicken.
Well, yeah, but the thing was pork rind, so.
Yeah. True.
But. Now these are going to cook quick, I know.
What are you cooking?
chicken
I'm
fried
sorry,
steak.
I'm like, chicken fried steak.
Yes, basically it's
cube
just
steak.
breaded chicken.
And this is,
I pulled it
I'm
in.
using this.
What you do?
I went to go grab one and I seen the glass right there kind of chunk out of my finger. And I was like, I pulled a rusty today.
All right, and I'm gonna add some black pepper to my gravy.
So I made the buttery blend devotion protein powder. That is going to be my flour, my first dipping point. All right. Man. I need to make
All right, well they're gone. Woo! They're gone.
Party!
Come on. Doggone you. What are you waiting on?
It's time to go. You know, I was so prepared for this that I still forgot stuff.
What are you using for flour, Mike?
Protein powder. Devotion.
Okay, that's what you were. Okay, I mean, I saw your bottle of it. I just didn't realize that's what it was.
Yep, it's it'll add more protein to it instead of flour, you know. So, and that's not much. It's just enough to dredge it in, you know.
Right.
Now, if I remember right, somebody else I watched used beef collagen.
Yeah, that works. I've done that.
I forget which one it was that I watched, and I was like, huh. Now, I don't use beef collagen. I don't use any kind of collagen. I don't reckon I ever have either. So it's not something I'm familiar with.
That's all right. You know, I mean, I've used it for a lot of things. I mean, it's in place of flour. I've used it as a thickening agent. It works well for that. It works well for dredging like this. What you got to watch out for is it is quick to clump when you've done something.
Okay.
Whoopsie. What would Mike be if Mike didn't make a mess?
Hey, that's live cooking, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
We do it live.
Boy, this stuff is so tender. It's ripping as I try to dredge it.
Yep, and then as I was looking, either country fried or chicken fried can be any kind of steak.
Yep.
Where I think last week I was under the impression that it was something like it was certain kinds, but I was wrong.
I went and looked it up too. I thought it was a certain kind. I've had it done with cube steak. I've had it done with round steak. Never have had it done with anything else.
The only thing that was kind of consistent was olive oil.
Pickle said maybe the dog can read the comments out. They at least seem enthusiastic. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching what he's doing and not paying attention to the computer. I'm a little bit slow on these comments.
Oh,
I did ask Rusty if he
I'm
wanted to cook.
captivated by the suspense of the food.
I did ask Rusty if he
We are riveting. We are riveting indeed. Oh, and my fingers, they're doing well. You can see I'm using this hand.
So, Rusty, what comments are we missing then? Since Charlie's.
Pickle said as you get old and wrinkly, that's due to lack of collagen.
Yep.
So I guess you can eat enough of that beef collagen that'll fix you right up.
Yeah. All right, we're about done with the dredge. Just waiting on the oil now. And I just put it about, I don't know, it's probably a quarter inch deep in avocado oil. I don't want to use olive oil on this simply because I'm afraid it might start smoking. It's got a lower smoke point than what the avocado does.
True, true.
Otherwise, it would have been olive, because I love olive oil. I love avocado oil too. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when it comes for you? Oh, by the way, I saw that movie Bad Boys.
The new Bad Boys.
Yeah, it ain't too bad.
The new Twister movie came out, didn't it?
Starts Friday, I think.
Okay, so it's coming out this weekend.
Right.
Okay.
Well, if you're a fan of Cobra Kai on Netflix, it starts tomorrow. The last season is released tomorrow in full.
Really?
If you're a fan of it, you'll be.
I have not watched it.
I watched the first episode on the first season. I think I watched 3 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it. As much as I wanted to, as much as I loved that series growing up, I just could not get into it. So I've only seen a couple episodes of the first season.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, if it wasn't something you could get into.
I did see that The Chosen has got season 4 out now.
What is that?
How much is that?
I don't know that one.
And we have a lot of movie days at church where we show The Chosen.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one.
Is that Star Wars?
The what?
Is that a Star Wars?
No, The Chosen is it's a story about Jesus.
In the Bible.
Okay, I'll have to check
So
that out.
it's
What's
basically
it
all
on?
the New Testament rolled into live action.
Oh, wow.
It's a church, I want to say in Georgia,
Uh-huh.
I think, started it. And they've been doing, it's all volunteer based, and all the money that goes to creating it comes from donations.
Oh, wow. Oh, is this one of those with that the Kendricks brothers did?
Kendricks brothers are.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they are.
They're,
Cube steak is usually crappy cuts, top sirloin, top round, etc. What are your other favorite uses and ways to deal with the crummy cuts?
Ooh, good question.
Just
Okay.
throw it in with your grind and make burgers.
I can tell you real quick what I do with a crummy cut to make it better. I salt it down. And then let it sit in that for a little while. It will tenderize the heck out of it. And it will,
That is showing right on it.
then you can take that then and wash the salt off of it. And so it won't taste salty. And then you're ready to go. Because that salt, it just does a number on it.
Yeah, I usually throw mine in the grinder, and I'll make different. Depends on how much and what kind of meat I'm using. The main thing I use my grinder for is deer when I'm making my deer jerky. But I get a bunch of tough cuts, leftovers from the briskets or whatever I'm doing. I just throw that all in the grinder and make a hamburger out of it.
Okay. Let's see if I can't clean some of this mess up before my wife sees it.
Ooh, I got a good crust. You like that?
I see that. It didn't fall off in the flip. Don't see too many bald spots.
Nope.
It's looking good.
Gravy's coming in short to go.
You got you a good dredge?
I had to add some more panko because I guess I could use the rest of these chips. About knocked it over. I'm sorry. Go ahead and put the rest of these chips in here. I have found though, I tried these and they were pretty good, but then if I ate too many of them, like if I ate the serving size, it kind of messed with my stomach like 20 minutes later.
Oh yeah. Dang it.
Which is kind of why I don't do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yep, you're in the background.
Yours ain't near as loud as mine.
You look. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. I'm pleased with that. Gotta get my waffle iron heating up.
Rusty, what cooks you got coming up?
I actually don't have anything coming up now. Not until my my niece's birthday. She's requested. They want me to make barbecue for everybody that's at the party. There's going to be about 50 people there, and then Kylie, my niece, she asked me. She said, "Uncle Rusty, I want you to make ribs for my birthday party." And I said, "Baby, I'd love to make you some ribs, but I can't make ribs for 50 people. Not for your birthday." And she said, "Well, just make me some ribs. Don't worry about the other people." So I got to make her a rack of ribs for her birthday.
Well, hey, it's her birthday, not theirs.
That's true.
And so I'll make pulled pork for everybody else, and she'll get her rack of ribs.
Okay, so.
But that's the next thing that I've got coming up. I don't have anything else planned right now.
Mike, you got anything coming up?
I'm gonna cook a steak tomorrow, I think, and let's see what else. I think that's really the only thing I've thought that far ahead on.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of little stuff I've been wanting to shoot a video on, but I've been lazy.
You still got to get that video going on that rotisserie.
Yeah, that's one of them. He brought his rotisserie down for me to try out, and I still haven't done anything with it yet.
All righty. Well,
We got to debone the butt and try and do the butt on the rotisserie.
Man, my man 805 Barbecue Junkie did a pork butt and a brisket and all kinds of stuff on his. You remember watching that?
yeah, I saw that.
He was using that Conca.
Yeah, oh man, he can make that thing dance.
Yeah. Man, oh man. So I don't know. I really don't have much coming up. Like I said, I got a bunch of little ones I'm trying to get to doing, but
Yeah.
I've been kind of inside my head here the last week or so. So I got to kind of quit doing that crap. And just for Charlie, because I know he wants to know. I'm at 172.
What's 172?
The temp of a steak.
Oh.
Because Charlie's going to ask me what's your temp.
Well, you already got it done. I haven't been able to look.
Pickle says, "What's the one thing you've learned about yourself from doing YouTube?"
Ooh.
I know real quick. I can talk too much about
I would say the ability to get out of my own way. I know it's possible.
going to.
I know it's possible. I just have to do it more often. Because it's an easy thing to say, you know, nobody will watch or whatever. And, you know, nobody cares. Why am I doing this? But to get up and do it live, you're showing your vulnerability. You're showing that, you know, like me, my brain skips and I lose track of whatever I'm saying in the middle of saying it.
That never happens.
You know, like, so for me, it's, yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what it was called. Speaking of losing it, I lost it. What about you, Rusty? You haven't done YouTube yet, but well, you kind of have.
Now I've done a couple. I think I've only done 2, and haven't really learned anything. I mean, I just did it for the heck of it. I just don't get into it like you do. I don't have the time, and I know people would say if you really want to do it, you'll make the time. But I'm so busy with work. When I do get home, I mean, I just got so much other stuff to do, and so in my own opinion, I don't have the time, or else. And that's not necessarily true, because Teresa has told me many times, no, you're already out there cooking. All you got to do is set the camera on a tripod. No, you're already doing it.
So let's change it from that and say from your experience coming down here on Sundays and Wednesdays.
I've learned that I like doing it. I like more instructional stuff than just sitting around throwing something together and doing a lot of talking and stuff. I think that I would be more comfortable making an instructional YouTube video and then, you know, editing it and stuff and putting out, like somebody wants to know how do you make, you know, fajitas on the Blackstone. And I would go through the ingredient list, setting it up, prep, how to oil the grill down, how to clean it, and just doing all that stuff. I like instructional step-by-step stuff. And now whenever we're in here and we're doing our Sunday or Wednesday night stuff, there is no step-by-step. This is all just throw it together and have fun. And I like doing that too because I don't have to worry if something doesn't go right, something messes up, big deal. We'll just get over it. We'll figure out how to move on from there. So, I mean, I think what I've learned is, it's okay to mess up because you're still going to eat it and it's still going to be good. If it doesn't look as good as you wanted your presentation to be, whatever, so what? Big deal. But, I mean, I've learned, again, just 2 different ways of doing stuff. I like the more step-by-step instructional based, whereas you are a more free-flowing, let's just do whatever happens and go with it.
Yeah. Let me show y'all. I've got this in. What I've done with this is I've put down cheese, then put down some pork panko and a little more cheese on each one, and then I put the tomato sliced down, and I put some panko on top of that, and then some more cheese. And there it's doing its thing, and I'm hoping it turns out okay.
So then what you're saying, Rusty, is what you learned is it's okay to mess up. That was your 30-minute round trip to get to saying it's okay to mess up.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess that's it.
Oh, shit.
It's okay.
It's okay if it don't go right. If it don't go the way you planned.
So So we can put a little poll in there. Who rambles more, Keto Mike or Rusty?
Who's saying there? What they saying? I gotta see.
I mean, it's what I like about this live cooking chat is it's like you're here. It's like you guys are here with us.
Uh-huh.
You know, chit chatting. You know,
You know,
giving each other the beans.
we're here cooking. Y'all are in the living room, and we're just talking across the bar window.
Yeah. That's what I really dig about the lives, and then, you know, I don't have to go back and edit, and then you don't have to worry about so and so who has no video said you don't know what you're doing. But, hey, at least I put it out there to say I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right.
So what about you, Mike? What have you learned about yourself in the YouTube live section? Let's change it to the live.
In the lives, I have a lot of respect for the lives because, I mean, that if you make a mistake, it's there. You don't have any recourse on editing. So, you know, and that's the beauty of it. So, you know, if you're worried about the mistakes, then you don't do the lives. But if you're willing to roll with the punches, do the lives. And so, you know, I'm good. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good too. I gotta get another plate.
That's a good question, Charlie. What else you got? Rusty, now read the comments again.
I'm focusing in on this last one right here.
Uh-oh.
Rusty's like a weird sprinkler. It doesn't go off. Then one day, come on.
You're gonna have
My glasses are dirty as crap.
Yeah, you're gonna have him laughing so hard he's crying. I can't see.
One day you're walking across the grass and then you get soaked.
So you're saying he's kind of all over the place, huh?
Yeah, I'm either quiet or everywhere.
Unpredictable.
One thing I like about doing a video and editing it, one thing just from the stuff that I watch, if you make mistakes, I still think those are good to fun to put out. I like Hungry Husky. He does a whole lot of bloopers at the end of his videos.
Yeah.
You know, he has it completed and has it done out the way he wanted to. And he says, now watch these bloopers. And then you get to see the mistakes that he made and stuff and the things that he dropped. And I think those are really cool.
Some of the guys like keep all their videos and make bloopers from like at the end of the month. And I don't do that. I kind of just show you everything. Well, those didn't last as long as I was hoping. I still got a couple more left.
What's that?
My breadcrumbs.
Oh,
Or I used all my panko or all my pork rind and my chips.
uh-oh.
That's all right. I got two for the thumbnail and whatnot. So
Hey, this is look at my fried green tomatoes, folks.
Those came out perfect.
yeah, I want to see that. You put that in the waffle maker?
In the waffle maker.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm getting some of this excess olive oil out of the pan here so I can put a little butter in it. Make a gravy.
Pickle said, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
That's what it is.
Thank you, Mr. Bob Ross.
I have a T-shirt with Bob Ross, and it says that on it.
Yep. All right, let me put some butter in.
I kind of cropped it and put my one cousin's son's face on because he used to have hair like Bob Ross. And
With the afro?
yeah, the afro, and we would make fun of him, and I'd call him Bob Ross because he was kind of artsy fartsy for a little while. So it was kind of funny that I wore it to his graduation party. Actually, the whole ceremony, but
Where's my whisk? There's my whisk.
Matt.
so Mike, are you going to try to get Miss Cindy or Sana on to cook with us live?
I mentioned it to them, and Cindy said, "Oh no, I don't cook." And Sana said, "Well, I'll think about it." That's the way I interpreted what she said. So I'm hoping that maybe she will. Now I'm going to use.
Because I think that'd be pretty cool to have somebody to like kind of interview while we're doing this. Somebody like Keto Simple or
Jason.
just Jason. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Jason could mix some chocolate for us.
So I'm using my protein powder again in here as active flour again. My Devotion protein powder. It's the buttery.
Get that at GNC?
No, you have to order it online. They're actually based in Florida.
DNC.
GNC.
Oh, GNC. I was like, the DNC, they didn't even travel down here this year. That's a whole nother topic. Never mind.
Yeah, we won't go there. It is right now.
Yeah.
I want to mess on. Just put some politics out there.
So, anybody in the chat want to talk about videos coming up or cooks? I've been kicking around that keto shepherd's pie. What do you think about that for a video coming up?
I got no problem with that at all. Now, you want a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie?
Well, it could be either. I mean, if I'm probably wrong about that too, but that's just lamb or beef, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
So
Exactly.
I got to make cottage pie at home. My family don't like the earthy taste of lamb. I love it, but they don't like it.
And the keto version would be no carrots,
Yep.
no dough.
Right. You could use green beans. You could use broccoli.
No taters.
What's that?
No taters.
No taters. And you can use mashed potatoes for the top.
You do the cauliflower or something.
Something like that, yeah. Or like I'm doing the mashed other stuff. Dang it, I'm having a hard time coming up with a word for that today.
The palm.
Yeah, hearts of palm.
Mike, welcome to my everyday.
Now,
Eagles is making fish tacos tonight for him and the always starving college kids.
Oh, I got you on that, brother. I'll tell you what. So, like, I picked this challenge, right, to do with the guys that I work out with. The other night, the wife was like, "Oh, hey, we need something, kind of quick because things was busy." And okay, Mom, what do we want? And the girls decided they wanted pizza. All right, well, Mom said, make sure you get me a gluten-free one because she's finding gluten upsets her stomach.
uh-huh.
And I said, hey, get me some meatballs and some shredded cheese and some toppings, and I'll make my own thing. They got home, and guess what? Well, Dad, you got gluten-free. I was like, that's not no carbs. Because I'm like, because I'm doing this challenge. So I was like, so they didn't bring me any. They all sat down and had frozen pizza. I could have had pizza, but I was like, no, I'm trying to be honest with myself and do this challenge for the month. So I went ahead and I made hot dogs and melted some cheese on top.
Do y'all have a glazed pizza up there?
No.
Because they have no pizza.
We don't have glaze. They went to Food Line and got frozen.
Well, there is a glazed pizza. Glazed pizza has a keto version of the pizza. And I think the whole thing is like 8 or 10 carbs.
Well, like Wednesday night, I went and met with. No, it's Friday night. I went and met with some of the guys for dinner. You know, kind of like a fellowship thing. You know, we're just guys going to hang out and whatever.
Right.
And we went to this pizza place because the original place we were going to go was packed.
Right.
I said, you know, two of the four of us were on this challenge. And I said, you pick a pizza place. Come on, man, really? But it worked out. I mean, you could order a sandwich with no bread, and they didn't care.
Well, they put it in a bowl and make a pizza ball.
You could order it that way, but I just said, you know, give me an Italian sub with no bread.
Okay, that'll work.
And then when it came out, the cheese wasn't melted, so I just flipped it over and did it like I do here at the house, and the cheese became
the bread,
the taco.
There you go. That'll work.
They did have a charcuterie board, so that was kind of cool. You didn't have to eat the crackers that were on there. So I mean, there are keto options out there.
You know what I call charcuterie boards? Adult
lunchable.
Adult lunchable.
Yep, that's what I call it. But it's just, you know, it's kind of one of those you got to stop and think about it, and then the thing that kind of bothered me a little bit was they knew I was doing this, but they didn't remember it, but they remembered Mom's thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was kind of like, I just went, well, beep. Like, what am I? You know, I was like, thanks for thinking of me, there, kids. Beep. Yeah. And then they said, well, what do you just cut off all the toppings? I said, then why did you get a frozen pizza? If I'm going to take all the toppings off, that makes no sense.
Yep.
So I made hot. They said, "Where are you going to eat?" And I said, "I had hot dogs because y'all didn't think of me." Oh,
Dad.
Yeah. Make us feel bad. I said, "You didn't think of me anyway, so what's different?"
You made me feel bad.
So has there been any recipes or video recipes you've seen that or look interesting?
The Keto Twins, I watched one that they did that looked really good. I'm drawing a blank now what it was, but I remember it being really good. Man, why am I drawing blanks today?
Very true, Charlie.
What do you say?
He said, "Dads don't matter."
That's true. Look at that. That's the flip side. That's the underside there.
Wow, that looks really good.
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, yum.
It's past the look and the smell test. Now, here's my gravy, Lee.
Hold on. Oh, buddy. I keep adjusting my heat. Mine's still real thin.
I had it on low, and I didn't make a whole lot. It's going to cover the meat, and that's about it.
Yeah, mine's still like super, super thin. Crank the heat up on it.
Let me get something going here with this. I got to spruce this up.
Well, you got to move. The dog's like right here at my feet.
Uh-oh. Well, I know what that's like.
If I'm tripping, I'm going to get some. Yeah.
Well, duh. You wouldn't want to be accused of having a stupid dog, would you?
I got a little squirt bottle that I can chase them off with.
Ah, okay. I got both of mine. Well, only one now.
Get rid of these little crummies. about y'all, but I like to take the eggs from the egg wash and cook it.
I never thought about that.
And, you know, eggs may not go with my dish, but the dogs like it.
There you go.
And I always just pour mine down the sink.
See? I'm like, see, Rusty, right there. You throwing out a whole breakfast sandwich right there.
I never thought about that. That's not a bad idea at all. I like that. I got to do that from now on.
Yep, and I mean, it gives eggs aren't bad for the dogs as long as you don't have onions in it.
Yeah. Oh, the dogs love eggs.
Yeah, as long as you don't have eggs or what's that sweetener?
Erythritol?
Yeah, erythritol.
No, it's the xylitol. They can't do that.
Yeah, I can't have that either.
You get
It's
the
got a
butter.
cost, but they can't have it. But yeah, like right there, boom. I just made the dogs breakfast. Well, a little one, whatever.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Now, let me put this back in there and heat it up some more. Melt that cheese.
I'm just gonna toss these on here and get them cooked up. Mama won't care.
You telling her they're gluten free?
Yep. That's what I'm gonna tell her. I got gluten-free dinner right here, baby.
Well, I didn't put enough cheese on this one. I need to put a little more cheese on the next one. I didn't put enough on this one.
You got room for that one. There, now we're thinking of it. I put the temperature up on medium. Gonna add a little bit of salt.
A little bit of salt.
A little bit of black pepper.
There you go.
A little more black pepper for the gravy.
Pickle says you're eating stuff that's not safe for dogs.
Shit. Dude, we all do. We all do. We all eat stuff that ain't good for dogs. We've talked about that a lot, that erythritol, the dogs can't digest. Makes them sick. There's foods that cats can't have.
Yep. I know hot.
I mean, what was it, Surge? The drink that used to have, it was one ingredient away from embalming fluid?
Yeah.
Fireball.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine.
That was Bolt.
Oh,
Jolt.
Jolt. Okay,
Surge was like the Mountain Dew version.
right. And Bat says it's looking good, fellas.
Thank you, sir.
I tried one of them Jolt Colas. It's tough.
So did you see, Rusty, I'm sure you saw it. Papa Texas put this video out, and it was the hot dog grilled cheese, where they roast the hot dog, and then they put it in a bun. They butter both sides, top it with cheese, and then flip it over and fry it.
Yeah, Kevin did that. Wasn't it Kevin that did that?
Who?
Kevin, the man kitchen recipe.
Oh yeah. Kevin did that too. Yeah. Man Kitchen Recipes. Oh, speaking of Kevin, I made me think of him because I got to send him out some stickers.
Yeah.
I got a pack from the Bearded Italian.
Oh.
I got some stickers and a and some coasters.
Cool. How's Brian doing?
I did not get a letter, so
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming he's doing okay.
Yeah.
He put out a video not too long ago.
Okay. I suck on being behind on videos bad.
It happens, man.
I was watching a Sam the Cooking Guy video the other night, and Teresa was just laying down in the bed and sitting over, she was reading. And I would say about 10 minutes into the video, she's like, "Who is this guy?" And I told her it's Sam the Cooking Guy. And she looked at him and she said, "I really don't like this dude. Can you change it?" She lasted 10 minutes with Sam, and she said, "I had to change it." She did not like him. She didn't like his voice. She didn't like the way he talked. She said there's just something that didn't hit her right by him.
I used to like him. The story on how he became a YouTube cook is pretty interesting. And, huh? And that's where I was following him. But then he got so commercialized when he would break from making a sandwich to a mattress. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And then, he started doing
knives.
Well, he come out with his own products, which I get. It became too much of a show instead of real life kind of thing. He's got a cookbook. But I don't know. It just became that he was putting on too much of a show for me. That's just my opinion. What? Charlie's seen a few do that. Yeah, I thought about doing that one because Charlie, I will tell you after the hot dog video we just did Sunday, the girls were telling me why they were laughing in the comment that you made. Because I didn't pick up on it. And then once they said, look at because they were telling Mama about it, and they were saying he was making some provocative looking things, and I was like, what? And then when I went back and looked at the picture, I was like, whoa! Oh. Yeah.
Huh?
It's his and yours.
The one content creator Teresa is really falling in love with is called Mandy in the Making.
Okay.
And she's a mother and wife. She makes these really super simple recipes. Her husband is always there to taste them. He is so encouraging and so supportive of her and what she makes in her channel. Always giving her compliments to how beautiful they come out, how good they smell. I mean, Teresa just she probably watched an hour and a half of videos of her straight in a row. Which watch an hour and a half video straight on YouTube is really no big deal for most of us, but for her that was a big deal. But she really likes her, and it's Mandy in the Making. Very simple recipes.
Never heard of it.
Does it matter if we use this food?
No. He likes that plate though.
I don't know which plate.
The one that's the white plate.
Never heard of it. But sounds good though.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put dinner on the table, and we're gonna eat. I'll bring y'all in there in just a second.
I'm close to plating. I'm just waiting on my gravy. Good conversation. I kind of forgot about it. You think of that, Rusty? Does it look good?
It does.
thickening up. A few more minutes.
Only thing missing in that is some mushrooms and onions.
Well, it's supposed to be a sawmill gravy.
Sawmill?
Yes, which is your butter, flour, like roux mixture, and milk.
So why is it supposed to be that?
That's what chicken fried steak is. Country fried steak has the brown gravy.
Okay. And I thought that was just the color of the gravy. They want white gravy on this one, brown on that one.
The sawmill gravy is just white. Just straight white gravy. Right?
Never heard it called sawmill gravy before.
Oh, when you go to Cracker Barrel.
I don't go to Cracker Barrel.
All right. Let me get this in here.
All right, Charlie. Google why.
You don't want to. We can.
Google what sawmill gravy is, Charlie.
You good? Okay.
Mm.
He'll Google it and tell us.
Yeah, I just never heard the term sawmill gravy before.
I don't know why it's called sawmill gravy, but
I just always heard it either called white gravy or country gravy.
Sorry.
getting there. I should have done this earlier. I should have thickened this up. Mike, you're done in about 45 minutes.
Was I?
We didn't get started till about 4:20 after.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Yeah, Mike, you win the race tonight.
Well, hey, it's probably going to show in the way it tastes too.
That's going to taste great.
Yes.
The tomatoes good. Only way I like tomatoes is fried green tomatoes. I can't eat a raw tomato.
So that's what these are?
Yeah.
We're getting there. You see that?
You want more than one?
Huh?
You want this one?
Well, yes.
You got pork up there to do it.
And what is that?
Sorry.
Potatoes.
That's potatoes.
Oh,
Potatoes.
potatoes.
Think of those, Rusty.
Potatoes.
You think of the gravy, Rusty?
Looks good. Ready to put it on a plate and go.
You get hungry? I think he is. Oh, she's getting tight. Look at her. I don't want her to break.
One is enough. All right, let me get there.
Defense hurt.
You do have a fork.
All right.
Let me get this.
The dogs are eyeing it. Can't have it, buddy.
Okay. Got that done. All right. Let's cut into this steak and see what it looks like.
What do you think of that, fellas?
Please be cooked.
Huh. He's showing.
Can you see? Oh yeah, that looks good.
Mmm. Everybody
You're slipping a little bit, Lee.
See
All
that?
you did was a steak. He made a whole meal.
Yeah, well, I had planned on making more, but
Can you see that, Lee?
what's that?
The steak, piece of steak.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a little pink, but that's okay. I don't care.
All right.
Mmm.
Oh man.
Delicious. Mm.
All right. Was it Charlie that threw this challenge?
It was either Tom or Tom. I don't remember which Tom, but
Whoever it was, thank you.
It was dude was on with us last week, right?
yeah.
It was him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
my brother-in-law loved it. You want some with me? For your tomato?
Okay.
Let's see how this fried green tomato
No,
tastes.
yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
Rusty. Move, Rex.
Oh yeah.
And get your knife, cut it, and then I'll move the camera over to the taste tester. Ready? Hold on. Don't move.
You're not.
No, we can get into the tomato.
What's your side, Lee?
Gravy.
That's all right.
That's a good
You're
side.
carnivore.
Maybe some ice in my water.
I can live with that. That is a good fried green tomato, keto style. What you think, babe?
It is delicious.
You tried it, bro?
You don't have to be nice, Rusty. You can be completely honest.
Oh, I always am, and it is really good. The chicken flavor from the chips,
Yeah.
it really sticks out,
Really?
and it is really good. I mean, it's really funny eating a bite of steak and tasting chicken.
Well, he truly did chicken fried steak.
Yes, he did.
Well, heck yeah. I'm going to try some myself. Y'all can't see me, but that's okay.
The steak.
Cube steak.
Um,
Oh,
it's
good. Okay.
Well, now I know a certain viewer of ours keeps telling me that I need to do a mukbang, mukbang.
Oh, mukbang, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's Steven?
No, she's a friend of mine. She's been on the channel a couple times.
What is that? What is a mukbang?
It's where you sit and eat, and they
Oh.
watch you and you talk.
You tell them about the food. You just talk in general. And
Here, trade me seats. We'll make him move over so I can sit down and we can mukbang together.
there you go.
We're adding a new segment.
Hey, in
Nice.
this life, here's a mukbang and muck it up.
We're making it up as we go.
The way it works.
What was fun about it?
Ooh, Miss Peach says it's fun. Nice. There we go. I'm probably going to lose the laptop off the back of the thing. Let's try this out. I'm gonna
Really good.
Our treasured home. How are you doing?
Hey, Nancy.
He says it all looks good. And there's somebody else down here, but I can't see that. There it is. Hold on. Navajo Indian. That looks really good. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. We're going to try to taste it here. Rusty seems to like it. He's half gone already.
Hey, boys.
Stop.
Mm. Mm.
You hearing the dogs whine? Watch
Yeah.
out, bud. Knocked over my thing now.
I do get a bit of that chicken flavor. It's kind of like, remember when you used to use cornflakes and you would get like as a breading,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would get that kind of cornflake just barely.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of what it is.
Okay.
As you're chewing, you get a little like in between the sloshes of gravy and the steak flavor, you get the chicken.
All right.
Is that about right? Never heard it explained like sloshing, but well, I think we successfully have done this.
I agree.
I like the green tomatoes idea. That's awesome.
And they're really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
We chose the same steak, but we cooked it completely different. And
Yep.
You did your gravy different than I did mine. And the fried green tomatoes, that just sounded like it'd go real well with it.
I tell you, that is the best way that I found to make a gravy. Since we started getting rid of all the flour and stuff,
Uh-huh.
just reducing heavy whipping cream.
Yep.
That is, I mean, it gives a little sweetness that you don't normally get in a gravy, but it's not very off-putting.
Right.
That's the other thing I like about it is the sweetness that comes with really good richness.
Mm-hmm.
And, and whenever I make it at home now, this is the way I've been using it for a while since I learned it while we were doing this. And I do the mushrooms and the onions in it,
Yeah.
and I put it over chicken breast or whatever I do with the house. I mean, Teresa, all the kids, everybody loves it.
Yep. See, when I do pork schnitzels, we use the pork and then pork tenderloin, smash them and then bread them and fry them. And, that gravy's always good.
I really enjoy that chicken flavor at the end. I mean, it really sets it off.
I will say that for the cost of the chicken chips, I used probably about 2/3 of that bag, and I don't know, half of the container of breadcrumbs or pork rinds that I had. So for the cost, I think I would just shred chicken bouillon in the breading.
Yeah.
My opinion. And just the pork rinds, in my opinion, that would have been just as well. But hey, it's how much I love y'all. Oh, I'll spend some money for you, a little bit within budget.
Yeah. If I can fit it in at Aldi or one of the grocery stores there, I'll get it.
Yeah, I went to Walmart's where I got those, but I got them for the wife to try because she's having all these gluten issues.
Uh-huh.
And that was why we got them the other day. And she was like, I got her with salt and vinegar, and they were okay. I liked them better than the pink salt ones. But like I said, I noticed about 20 minutes after eating them, I'm like, ugh, kind of feel odd, and I have to go sit down. But
You stop.
anyway, that's all I got, man.
There you have it. We pulled this off.
Yep. I got to catch up. Rusty's about to lick his plate clean. He's got one bite left. And I'm like, hold on a minute, man. But
Hush, bud. Hush. Buddy, you're on camera now. Behave.
hey, fry them up some eggs. Let them eat too.
He hasn't eaten yet. That's one thing he's mad about. But he haven't eaten.
Well, Mike, we chit-chatted. We made dinner.
Yep.
We chit-chatted some more in an hour and 20 minutes.
That ain't bad. Both of us finished cooking in less than an hour.
Yeah.
And this was not this is not a slam dunk dish. You got to do some stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it was a good challenge.
Now
Yes,
I gotta go make some fried green tomatoes.
Yeah.
You got meat left, right?
Yeah. I got 4 or 5 left.
There you go.
Wife gets home, she'll get that baked tomorrow. So,
She do pork rinds, right?
huh?
She does pork rinds, doesn't she?
Every now and again, we kind of got burned out on them because that was all whenever we wanted chips, we would go to pork rinds and
Right.
dip them in pimento cheese.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, you will get burned out on pork rinds.
So then like these ones here, I just had, man, I had that they've been in the pantry for months.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all right. Well, what do you want? What are you thinking next week, Miss Page?
What you want to see?
Oh gosh. What do you think, Bill?
Seared tuna.
We could do fish.
Oh,
Yes. Fish.
I got some tilapia.
that ain't fish.
Tilapia is delicious.
Fish is a pretty wide
I know.
water, and it has gills.
Channel my inner Tom Garvey.
He's just making trouble.
I channel my inner Tom Garvey.
Now, Mike, I didn't say rice. Yeah, let's do a fish. You want to do a tilapia?
Let's do fish.
Tilapia.
Any kind of seafood you want to do.
Anything.
Uh,
Something that comes out of the water. What do you say? Or you want to do straight up fish?
let's do tilapia.
I don't have
I mean,
to.
unless you don't eat tilapia.
No,
What about shrimp? Oh, we
I got
we may have already-
salmon. I got
Shrimp.
I got scallops.
He's ignoring us on
We
the
got scallops and shrimp. We got flounder.
I got some other kind of fish too right now in the freezer. Because fresh fish, I can buy it frozen a whole lot cheaper, and I can make it taste just as good.
Yeah, let's do some sort of fish.
All right.
Some sort of fish, yeah. Do you want salmon?
In the waffle maker.
Oh!
Uh, I don't know about that.
That's
That's
cooking next week.
No.
I may never get the smell out of the maker.
So Rusty's cooking next week.
In the backyard.
What do you want to do? I'll let you cook next week.
Fish is fine.
What kind of fish?
Whatever I pick up.
All right. So any kind of fish.
Any kind of fish.
Rusty, send me on Messenger. Send me a picture, and I'll get you added to the thumbnail.
Okay.
Cool.
We got
All right.
Rusty for the summer because he don't get out at night.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's get out of here. We'll see y'all next week when we do something with fish.
I love it.
Yes, me too.
Something with fish.
I can do
Or we could do a special Charlie tuna for Mr. Pickles. It has to have Charlie tuna. Well, tuna
All right.
and pickles.
tuna. All right. All right.
I always mix pickles in my food.
Tuna and pickles.
that'd be a good. We'll send that. We'll do that in 2 weeks. Let's do
Okay.
fish next week and then Charlie tuna next week.
I like it. Okay.
All right.
Neil.
Well, cool. We will see you all later. Y'all have a great week. And remember, there's 2 rules of cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome.
Have a great week, guys.
Have a good one.
Can't
Let's be careful out there.
read.